Hello everyone. Welcome to Vicente ANDAYA Senior National High School. I am Manilyn Rivera, a Master Teacher 1 in the Senior High School Department. It is my honor to present to you my action research study entitled Online Measures on Digital Learning Literacy for Better Understanding of Media and Information Concepts. Nowadays, the teaching and learning process has been made easier because of some technological innovations being introduced. In this case, learners have the chance to access information and learn on their own with the help of computers, mobile phones, tablets, Wi-Fi, and other modern technologies. We cannot deny the great help brought about by the World Wide Web and other digital learning resources which give us access to vast information around the world. However, as we are faced with this great advantage, there are also a lot of issues concerning the proper use of media and the information that we get from it. And one of these problems is committing plagiarism. According to Commission on Higher Education, plagiarism is an act or instance of using or closely imitating the language and thoughts of another author without authorization, the representation of that author's work as one's own, as by not crediting the original author. The essence of media and information literacy as a core subject in the senior high school is to teach the learners to become media and information literate individuals. But they will not truly be considered literate if they keep on plagiarizing others' work in their schoolwork and outputs. In order to avoid plagiarism, the learners must fully understand media and information concepts such as intellectual property, copyright, and fair use. The Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines defines intellectual property as creations of the mind. It can be an invention, a design, a brand name, or a literary and artistic work. Copyright is a legal device that gives the creator of a literary, artistic, musical, or other creative work the sole right to publish and sell that work, still according to the Commission on Higher Education. And violation of a copyright is called infringement. But a defense against a claim of copyright infringement is called fair use. STEAM in 2016 defined fair use in its most general sense as any copying of copyrighted material done for a limited and transformative purpose, such as to comment upon, criticize, or parody a copyrighted work. Since face-to-face classes are not allowed, it is difficult to teach students these key concepts. To address this problem, the researcher was triggered to conduct this action research study to enhance the understanding of learners on media and information literacy concepts such as intellectual property, copyright, and fair use using video presentations. More specifically, it sought to answer these two questions. First, what is the learner's level of understanding in terms of intellectual property, copyright, and fair use before the intervention? And second, what is the learner's level of understanding in terms of intellectual property, copyright, and fair use after the intervention? This action research study utilized 37 grade 12 students from Humanities and Social Sciences group enrolled at Vicente Andaya Senior National High School for the school year 2020-2021, and they were selected through purposive sampling. In gathering data, a 25-item pre-test and post-test were used which undergone content validation and reliability analysis. The intervention used in this study were the pre-recorded and downloaded video presentations about intellectual property, copyright, and fair use. And to ensure its reliability and validity, the videos were downloaded from reliable sources and were checked by school authorities. Also, soft copies of Republic Act No. 8293, or otherwise known as Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines, and Republic Act No. 10175, also known as Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, were provided to the students to get an in-depth information and understanding about intellectual property, copyright, and fair use. Mean was the primary statistical tool used to determine the average score of the participants in the pre-test and post-test. And in categorizing the level of understanding among participants of the study, this scale was used as a basis. Before the intervention, the results of the study revealed that the participants' level of understanding about intellectual property, copyright, and fair use was proficient. This was based on the result of the pre-test with a mean of 17.70 and a standard deviation of 2.40. Being on the proficient level of understanding means that the learners understand the concepts such as intellectual property, copyright, and fair use. They are familiar or have encountered the concepts or know their definition but do not have an in-depth knowledge about them. After the participants were asked to watch the video presentations about the topic and were tasked to read the soft copies of the Republic Acts, their level of understanding became highly proficient with a mean of 21.43 and a standard deviation of 1.52. There was an increase of 3.73 points in their post-test result as when compared to their pre-test result. This action research study proves that the use of video presentations and other online measures are effective means to supplement the learning of the students. Videos enhances students' understanding of the key concepts and supplement the students' learning module or the SLM during modular-based instruction. Studies have shown that the use of short video clips allows for more efficient processing and memory recall. The visual and auditory nature of videos appeal to a wide audience and allows each user to process information in a way that's natural to them. According to Bivan in 2020, videos are good teachers. Also, video-based materials boost students' creativity and cooperation. Access to video can help motivate students and create a distinctive context for the learning experience. This is according to Mendoza, Caranto, and David in 2015. In today's new normal situation, where teachers are faced with a great challenge of how effective teaching and learning can occur, the use of supplementary materials like video presentations, use of online communication platforms, online and offline activities can aid for learning to occur. Since we cannot teach our students personally or face-to-face, we find means how to extend measures so that effective learning will be delivered, especially to those who are at risk and left behind. Education must not stop, and it is our responsibility as teachers and the Department of Education to deliver quality education that learners deserve. Therefore, the use of contextualized, effective, and purposeful instructional materials can be of great help. That's all. Thank you for listening.